I'm Tracy Hull. I'm from Chagrin Falls, Ohio, and my horse is Big Ones Only. We won the Amateur Junior Masters Hunter Under Saddle, and we'd won it last year too, so we're really lucky. We won it 2 years in a row. We were reserve in the Amateur Driving, and he won the Junior Driving. Big Ones Only is kind of a nerd. He was broke to be driven by somebody named Julie O'Brien, and she's very verbal, and a lot of good boys, and calling his name and saying back or walk on. So in the class after I backed, and then said, Patrick, go forward. His nickname is Patrick. And I stopped. He turned around and looked at me like, you didn't say good boy. So, and that's his personality. He wants to be rubbed and petted and loved on, and he's 17-2, so he's big, but he thinks he's little. I think if he was a dog, you'd think he was a lap dog, even if he was a St. Bernard. He's got a lot of personality. I didn't get to show a lot this past summer because of work, and was very committed at work. So we picked very few shows to go to, and we tried to really make them count. I also had another horse that I brought that just jumps. And so I took a lot of jumping lessons, which I think strengthened my English riding. I'm a surgeon, and what I do is a lot of life and death things for patients. So it is very intense. And unfortunately, there's a few intense moments at the horse shows. People fall off and get hurt. In fact, there was one young girl that fell off here, and I was worried about her and had to go in the ring and help her. And so every once in a while you have to use your craft at the horse shows, but usually you don't. Usually you go there and you focus on something totally different. I was watching the trail and thinking, oh my God, I don't think I could ever do trail again. The level of how good the horses are, and there's not just one or two, there's a ton of good ones. So if you're not good, you're never gonna get anywhere. So you come and you do your best, but you have a lot to shoot for. If somebody wanted to come and wanted to do well or win a world championship, I think they need to be realistic. It's like, I know that I am not a strong Western rider, I'm a much stronger English rider, so the chances of me ever winning much in Western would be quite reduced. So be realistic. What are your strengths? Set goals that are appropriate, but not too high so you don't get discouraged. And get as much help as you can. I mean, I have a wonderful trainer, Rusty Miller, who, he'll let me come and ride at midnight if I have to because of my job. But he doesn't teach driving, so he sent me to Julie O'Brien to learn driving. He does some jumping, but he sent me to her to learn jumping. So get as much help as you can. And I think as much help as you can afford in your budget is really important, because Tiger Woods still has people that coach him, multiple people. So I think that coaches are really important. So the similarities between what I do and showing horses. I work for the Cleveland Clinic in Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm a surgeon in the colorectal surgery department. And it's extremely busy, and you have to be very dedicated and very organized, and the patients are extremely sick when they come to see me. I think it teaches you time management, so that when I am riding my horses and getting ready to show, I am constantly analyzing in my head, what do I need to do next? What do I have to do to get ready? How much time is that going to take? You have to stay focused. What are the similarities that I draw from horses when I'm dealing with people, my patients? I think it's patience. Being patient, because with the horses, when you're asking them to do something, if you can't clear your head and take a deep breath, that's what my husband doesn't ride, he supports me but doesn't come to the shows. I come with my 80-year-old parents and my sister, and they've come to shows with me since I was little. But my husband said to me, take a deep breath, don't be nervous, because that'll make your horse nervous. And I think that's what you have to do in surgery. You take a deep breath, your adrenaline you have to keep under control, and I think it's the same thing when you show horses, because your horse knows it, and you are not as effective in your cueing and in your riding. So I think those are the things, and sometimes when I'm riding, I find I breathe the same as when I'm doing a very difficult surgery. I'll laugh and think, oh my God, this is how I breathe when I'm riding my horse. Very even, trying to keep my adrenaline down. So I think those things carry over.